Former WWE head writer Vince Russo recently spoke about Triple H's public appearance this past Sunday. The chief content officer showed up at Travis Scott's concert at Complex Con. During the appearance, the game handed the Hardcore Championship to Scott and invited him to the January 6, 2025 episode of Raw. The Red brand will make its Netflix debut on the same night. On a recent episode of the Coach and Bro Show available exclusively on Backstage Pass, Vince Russo speculated that WWE was trying to attract more casual viewers by featuring pop culture icons on their shows. Russo detailed that crossover fans stopped watching shows once their favorite stars left. He pointed out that WWE lacked a major attraction like Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock to keep casual viewers hooked. Monday Night Raw will emanate from Intuit Dome on January 6, 2025. Many top names, including John Cena and CM Punk, have been advertised for the show. It will be interesting to see which other stars WWE can enlist for the much-awaited event. World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, has built its empire on larger-than-life characters, meticulous storytelling, and its ability to control narratives. But even the biggest entertainment juggernauts sometimes stumble, and according to a former WWE employee, the company may have repeated a significant misstep in how it recently handled a public appearance by Triple H, known both as the Game in the Ring and the current WWE Chief Content Officer behind the scenes. Triple H, real name Paul Levesque, has been a central figure in the company for decades. His presence at any event or public appearance carries weight. However, this latest situation is being criticized for what insiders describe as a fundamental misunderstanding of what fans want and a missed opportunity to foster authenticity in WWE's evolving landscape. Here's what happened, why it's stirring controversy, and how it reflects a larger issue that WWE has grappled with before. The controversy centers on Triple H's recent appearance at a high-profile promotional event for WWE in New York City. The event, designed to drum up excitement for an upcoming pay-per-view, featured Levesque as the keynote speaker. Decked out in a sharp suit, Triple H spoke about WWE's expansion, the success of WrestleMania 40, and the ongoing efforts to globalize its brand. While the appearance was polished and professional, some fans and insiders felt it lacked the energy and authenticity that made Triple H a beloved figure in the first place. Critics argue that WWE made a familiar mistake, presenting a corporate, sanitized version of a larger-than-life character who thrives on his connection with the audience. A former WWE employee, speaking exclusively on the condition of anonymity, highlighted this concern. When you put Triple H, the wrestler, the legend, into a corporate setting and strip away everything fans love about him, you're missing the point. The audience wants the cerebral assassin, not just Paul Levesque in a suit. WWE has done this before, and it never works. One of the main criticisms is how WWE has struggled to balance its corporate identity with the larger-than-life personas it creates. The former employee elaborated, Triple H is unique. He's the bridge between two eras, the Attitude Era and the modern-day WWE. Fans want to see him as the guy who stood toe-to-toe with The Rock, Stone Cold, and The Undertaker, not just a businessman reciting metrics. This isn't the first time WWE has faced backlash for presenting its stars in overly corporate settings. Similar criticism arose during public appearances by Vince McMahon in the late 2000s and Stephanie McMahon during the Women's Evolution press circuits. While these appearances served their intended corporate purposes, fans often felt they alienated the larger WWE audience who grew up connecting with the characters, not the corporate executives. The result is a glaring divide between kayfabe, the fictional universe of WWE, and the real-life corporate machine running behind the scenes. Fans' frustration lies in how WWE continues to lean on its executives' corporate personas rather than embracing the elements that made them iconic in the first place. When Triple H speaks, Audiences want to feel the energy of the game, the confidence of the man who famously said, "I am that damn good." Social media reactions reflect this sentiment. Fans took to Twitter to voice their opinions. Triple H is a legend, but every time I see him in these corporate appearances, it feels like they're trying to rebrand him as a suit instead of the game. WWE, you have one of the greatest wrestling minds in Triple H. Why not let him play into his character during these events? That's what people want to see. WWE's reluctance to embrace Triple H's wrestling persona in public settings comes across as a missed opportunity, especially at a time when the lines between kayfabe and reality have become increasingly blurred. The former employee pointed out that this isn't an isolated incident. WWE has a history of misreading the room when it comes to public appearances. One notable example came during the rise of Roman Reigns as a main event star in the mid-2010s. WWE often presented Reigns as a company guy during interviews and press tours, rather than leaning into the edgy heel persona that eventually propelled him to superstardom. Fans criticized these appearances as inauthentic, arguing that WWE wasn't playing to Reigns' strengths. Another instance involved John Cena. While Cena excelled at balancing his corporate and in-ring personas, WWE occasionally pushed too hard to present him as a corporate ambassador, which alienated fans during his polarizing babyface run. In today's wrestling landscape, where audiences are savvier than ever, authenticity is key. AEW's success has shown that fans value characters who feel real and relatable. WWE has made strides in this area, especially with Roman Reigns' Tribal Chief storyline. But moments like this recent Triple H appearance suggest the company still struggles to fully grasp this concept. The former employee explained, "Fans don't mind seeing the real person behind the character. In fact, they love it when done right. But WWE needs to understand that the real person doesn't have to be boring or corporate. Triple H is a creative genius and a compelling figure. Let that shine." Another criticism is that WWE failed to use the event as an opportunity to build intrigue or tie it into current storylines. Triple H's corporate role could have easily been intertwined with the narrative on TV, adding layers to his involvement in WWE's programming. For example, imagine if Triple H's public appearance teased his potential return to an on-screen role, or if he addressed the state of WWE's champions in character. Such moments could create buzz and deepen fans' engagement with both the product and the people behind it. So, how can WWE avoid falling into this trap again? The former employee shared some insight. Play to strengths. Highlight what makes WWE stars unique. In Triple H's case, showcase his wrestling mind and larger-than-life charisma, even in corporate settings. Blend reality and storyline. Use public appearances to enhance narratives. Let Triple H's character bleed into his corporate role, creating intrigue and excitement. Listen to fans. Fans' reaction should serve as a guide for how WWE presents its stars outside the ring. Authenticity resonates. While this misstep may have sparked criticism, it's unlikely to diminish Triple H's legacy or his impact on WWE's future. As Chief Content Officer, he continues to shape the product in significant ways, and his deep understanding of the industry positions him as a key figure in WWE's evolution. Still, this incident serves as a reminder that even the most successful brands need to evolve in how they connect with their audience. For WWE, finding the right balance between corporate identity and wrestling legacy will be crucial as it navigates its next chapter. As WWE moves forward, it remains to be seen whether the company will take these criticisms to heart. But if there's one thing wrestling fans know, it's that Triple H isn't one to back down from a challenge, whether in the ring, behind the scenes, or at a podium.